Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be going over the Glock 19 Gen 5. Um, so for those of you that don't understand how this pistol works, this is a semi-automatic pistol chambered 9mm made by Glock out of Austria. It's the model 19, just a standard. It's got a 15 round mag and it's a short recoil semi-automatic. So what the short recoil means is it does have a locking breech, unlike a blowback. With blowback semi-automatics, you're not going to have a locking breech. So if you're looking at the top here, as you can see, the barrel is flush with the top of the slide, and as I push the slide back, the barrel will drop down and unlock. So in short recoil, you have that locking mechanism. So simply put, as the slide moves back, due to the recoil generated from the ammunition, the barrel is going to drop into a recess located in the receiver. And then when when the slide is fully retreated, it's going to eject the empty casing, and as it slides back forward, it will chamber the next round from the magazine, lock the barrel back with the slide, and it's ready to fire. So whenever you're taking apart one of these Glock 19s, so ensure that you have no magazine loaded, that the chamber's empty, make sure that it's cleared. Keep that finger off the trigger until you go to take the slide off. So in order to take the slide off, you're going to pull the trigger. You're going to wrap thumb around the rear of the gun, put fingers on top. Now, you're going to pull the slide back about 1/16 of an inch. And then on both sides of the gun, here and here, there's a little, like a, I don't know what to call it, just a face sticking out. You're gonna stick your fingernails into both sides, pull it down evenly, slide the slide forward, and it'll come straight off the gun. So as you can see here where I was talking about the recess, right here's that little recess that the barrel is gonna drop down into as it comes to the rear. And right here is actually your ejector, and I'll try to demonstrate how all this works. As you're pulling the trigger, you have a trigger arm right here that comes back, and that's going to push back on the striker, and then it's going to drop down and release, and the striker is going to fly forward, striking the round and sending a discharge. So right here's your recoil spring. So in order to remove the recoil spring, you're just going to press in and lift up. It'll come straight off. Saying the barrel comes out very easily. You just lift up, pull out. Now, if you're looking at the barrel, you're going to see here is the feed ramp on the bottom, and it's not a very long barrel. So as far as cleaning goes, you're going to want to make sure that you clean up that feed ramp and basically clean the barrel as you would with any other gun, and then just oil the barrel, get it nice and clean. For the recoil spring, just wipe it off with a rag, drop some oil on it, just make sure it's lubricated so that it doesn't rust. Now with the inside of the slide, so right here is the finger coming off of your striker. So as you can see, you can push it back, and that's what's happening whenever you're pulling the triggers. It's pushing the striker back, and it's going to release it forward to make contact with the ammunition. So the contacting parts here, this little lip is going to make contact with the round on the top of the magazine, so it's going to get covered in a little bit of a brass stain. And then the face of the breech here is also going to get covered in a brass stain. So you're just going to want to brush those, wipe them with an oil rag, it'll come right off. And then just make sure you get in here with the oil rag down in all the nooks and crannies. Also pay attention to your extractor here. The extractor, if it gets jammed up with dirt, it could not function correctly, and it could cause you to have malfunctions with your firearm. You don't want that. Now with the receiver, all these pieces are very tiny. You don't really want to pull them out and pull them apart. There's nothing you really need to pull out and clean. but you can just take a wire brush and go over the entire thing. Just drop some oil on the moving parts, on the contacting parts. So those are here, 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 and here. And then also on the trigger arm, the end of it where it's making contact with the sear of the striker. You can oil that, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure the receiver's clean, doesn't have gunk and dirt in it. But yeah, and then putting it back together is just as easy as taking it apart, if not easier. So you're just gonna take the barrel, you're gonna slide it back into the slide, drop it down to where it locks in place. Fat side of the recoil spring goes to the front. So put it back in the hole. Make sure it sits down in the bottom recess of the barrel. And then you're just going to take the slide from the front, slide it all the way back onto the gun, and rack it. And now the gun is functioning normally. And that's it. As far as customization goes with the Glock 19, I did buy a pre-made grip tape off Amazon that fits right onto it. I also bought the black plate here, and I changed out the front and rear sight to night sights that I like much more than the standard factory sights. But I love this little pistol. It's awesome. And yeah, enjoy.